This is the story of how I broke my arm.
How old are you, first of all?
I'm 6.
You're 6?
Mm-hmm.
And when did you break your arm?
On a Wednesday.
Wednesday night?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I crash landed and fell off my bike.
Oh my goodness. What? So, how did it happen?
Well, my dad took me on a bike ride and he was 2 houses away, and so I was so speedy and I was past my house, and so then I fell, and my dad didn't see the fall, and not either my mom.
What was your mom doing?
She was inside and she was taking care of my little baby sister.
Oh, okay. So you were on a bike ride with your dad and brother, but you sped up ahead of them?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you were 2 houses up, you were going so fast? Was it blurry when you were going so fast?
Yep.
Yeah?
And I didn't really hold on to the handle, and so I crashed right into the grass, and I sort of hit the mailbox.
Well, it's pretty lucky you landed on grass, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What else was lucky about your accident? What else was a blessing? You were really smart because you were wearing what?
A helmet.
You were wearing your helmet, and that protected
My brain.
your brain. Can you give your brain a kiss? Yeah. So, how long do you have to wear your cast for?
3 weekends. And I got my cast today.
Yes, and you chose hot pink. That's awesome.
Yep.
How come you chose that color?
Because I thought it would be a cool, fun color. And I didn't know it would match my outfit, but it did.
That's pretty great, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool. So, have you had a good summer before you broke your arm?
Yep.
And we're still going to have an awesome summer even though you have a broken arm, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of bad news.
What's the bad news?
I can't plan sprinklers I can't plan water or have a bath for 3 entire weekends.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? You'll still have a bath. We'll just make sure that the cast doesn't get wet.
Yeah.
We'll be super careful.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But what about washing my arm?
that arm's not going to get washed. It might get a little bit stinky. We'll have to be careful, huh?
Okay.
Okay, but 3 weeks, that's not as bad. I thought it was going to be longer than that, huh?
Like 4 weeks?
Yeah. Did it hurt so much the first night that it happened?
I
Yeah.
was howling
You
like a werewolf.
You were howling like a werewolf because of the pain? Yeah. What helped you feel better?
Ice pack?
An ice pack?
Mhm.
And some little bit of Tylenol helped?
And I got a father's blessing from my neighbor and my dad.
They gave you a blessing?
Mhm.
And that helped you calm down, didn't it?
Yep. And my dad had a sleepover with me, and so I would wake up and if I needed something, I could just ask.
Yep, your daddy took good care of you, didn't he? Good. Well, I am sorry you broke your arm, but your cast is a super awesome color, and your cousins and friends are going to have a lot of fun signing it, huh?
Mhm.
So do you have any message to tell anybody about coming over to sign it?
Well, here's the story of how I broke my arm. So,
Wait, didn't we just tell that story?
I'm going to tell it.
Okay, you want to tell it again?
So the story happened like this. My dad came. It was a good, nice evening to go bike riding, and so my dad and my little brother went bike riding with me. And I love to bike ride so much, and it's so fun to go fast. And so I went so fast, and my mom told me if I want to take off my training wheels, I have to go really fast. So I just listened to that, and so I went really speedy fast. And that was no fun at all.
So what lessons have we learned?
So now I learned that Mom, I didn't finish the story.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And so we went around Morgan Circle and another circle. And so then when we came back to our circle, my dad was right next door to this really fun park, which is the waterfall park. And I was in the middle of my neighbor and my house. And so I was planning to go, because I loved riding my bike, I was planning to go straight onto the curve, and then when I hit it to my house, I would cross down, and I would come back home. And so then it didn't really happen because I was so fast. Everything was so blurry. I couldn't really see, and I didn't really hold on. And so my not broken arm was hanging onto my body, and my broken arm swaying up, and while my body was laying down on the ground with this arm, this arm was swinging over, and then it hit the grass, and it sort of hit the mailbox. And so,
oh my goodness.
And so then I couldn't walk, and so then my dad came running to rescue me. And
how come you're so good with detail? You tell stories really well. How come?
Shh, you're interrupting the story.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm interrupting the story that you've told twice now. I'm so sorry.
And so while my dad was racing to rescue me, I felt all that badness pain, and it hurted like chicken pox were double on me, and I've been bitten by big werewolves.
So the pain felt like double the amount of chicken pox plus being bitten by a werewolf. That's what the pain felt like in your arm? That is horrible.
And so...
Oh, hi, Missy baby.
And so I was bawling for my family to get me because it hurted so bad. And so I couldn't walk. And so my dad had to carry me into my bed.
Well, he carried you to your mom, right?
Yeah, and then you guys came and you helped me up into my bed. And then as soon as I laid my arm down, I started how I was crying even more because that hurted really bad.
Oh yeah, it was awful, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you have your cast on and that the pain is feeling better. What's the worst thing about a cast?
I can't get it wet, and it's hard to move my hand.
You felt like it's as heavy as what you told me earlier today?
It's heavy, like twice big rock and a big old heavy brick.
Feels like a big old heavy brick?
Yeah.
And how about when it gets itchy inside?
And when it gets itchy inside, whoa, horrible.
Horrible? I'm so sorry. Okay.
Triple double the chicken pox and claws scratching all over me. That's how it felt.
It felt like claws scratching all over you and triple double the chicken pox? That sounds miserable. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I love you, and I hope these 3 weeks go by fast. Okay, but 3 weeks, we can do it, right? We'll still have a fun summer. High five. Okay, love you. Anything else you want to say?
And if you want to see my cast, you can, and if you want to sign your name, you're welcome to. And so you know, my name is Eliza Grace Flegel.
Okay, all right.
And we live on...
No, don't say our address. That's okay. All right, love you, bye.